Morning student, in my previous class I explained you from ICSE science I started the chapter polytation, chapter 4 polytation. I explained you up to androcium or the male reproductive part. Today I will start from gynecium or female reproductive part. So everybody get ready with your ICSE class 5 science book and open to page 35 chapter 4 polytation. Then I will start today's class. I think everybody has opened the science book to page 35 chapter 4 polytation. Today I will start from gynecium. Gynecium is the innermost hole of a flower. It is the female reproductive part of a flower. It consists of one or more pistils or carpels. Each pistil consists of stigma, style and ovary. Stigma is the knob-like structure at the tip of pistil. It is sticky and receives the pollen grains. Ovary is a swollen portion at the base of the pistil. Inside the ovary there are ovules. Ovules are small egg-like structures which contain the female reproductive cells. It is the ovary which develops into fruit and ovules which develops into seed. So, I will tell a short that what I explained yesterday. I will tell in short that what I tell. Yesterday I taught you that flowers are the most attractive part of a flower. They are also one of the important part of the flower of the plant because they produce fruits and seeds, and the seeds they later produced new plants, or new plants are grown from that seeds. So flowers help in the growth of new plants. So flower is one of the most important part of a plant. Next, we learn that flowers have different shape, size, and color. But there are some parts that are included in the most flowers, or the most flowers have the same parts. We learn that that the flower can be divided broadly into 4 parts. That is calyx, corolla, androcium, and gynecium. And these parts are arranged in holes or circular pattern. Calyx is the outermost or the first hole of a flower. Then corolla is the second hole of a flower, and androcium is the third hole of a flower, and gynecium is the innerest hole or the fourth hole of a flower. And we learned that calyx is the outermost of a hole of a flower. It has small green leaf-like structure called sepals, and the sepals there can be 3 or more sepals in a flower, and all the sepals they are called calyx, and they protect the flowers. These sepals they protect the flower in the bud stage. When the flower is in the bud stage, they protect them. And corolla is the second hole of a flower. Corolla has petals. All the petals, we can say that all the petals together form a corolla, and and they are the most prominent part of a flower, and they are bright colored, or they are attractive. And they also have a fragrance smell or fragrance scents that attract the insects, and they are so brightly colored that humans are also attracted of them. And androcium is the third hole of a flower. It is a male reproductive part of a flower. Androcium it consists of many stamens, and each stamen and one stamen has a long thick stalk called the filament. and the filament and the top of the filament or the tip of the filament is known as the anther. An anther, they produces some powder-like particles called pollen grains. And the pollen grains are the male reproductive cells. They are very light that they can be easily carried away by wind, water, and insects. Wind, water, and insects, they can easily carry these pollen grains as they are so light. Wait 1 minute, children. I am coming. Okay. And today we will learn about gynecium. Gynecium is the innerest hole of a flower or the fourth hole of a flower, and it is a male reproductive cell. And it consists of one or more pistils, one or more than one pistils or carpels, and each pistil or carpel has stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma is the knob-like structure which connects style is the knob-like structure which connects the stigma to ovary. There is a thin tube or there is a tube that connects the style and the ovary. There is a thick tube that is situated between the style and ovary, and this tube is known as the style. And ovary is the swollen portion at the base of the pistil. And inside the ovule, I also told in the previous class that inside the ovary there are ovules. And the ovules, they are small egg-like structures. And the ovules, they contain the female reproductive cells. And the ovary, the outer side, which is known as ovary. Sorry, children. Then the outer hole or the outer part is known as the ovary. It develops into fruits. The outer side or the outer part that is known as ovary, it develops into fruit, and the inner side or the inner part is which is known as the ovules, it develops into seed. So I have explained you all the holes of a flower. Next come to bisexual and monosexual flowers. Now we will learn what are bisexual flowers and what are monosexual flowers. Wait 1 minute, I am coming, then I will tell you. Okay. Bisexual and monosexual flowers. Bisexual flower. Most flowers, they have both androecium male reproductive part and gynecium female reproductive part. Such flowers are called bisexual flowers. They are also called complete flower. Some examples are mustard pea, hibiscus, and sunflower. Okay. So we know that flowers have two parts. Androecium, you will not able to see if I write. Wait, I am trying to show you the name. Wait. Look, I am showing you. Wait a minute. letters will not be clearly properly seen but I am writing in the board. I know that you will not hear the lines or not see those lines that I will write. But I am trying to write. So flowers that have, I am writing, you write, flowers that have both male reproductive part, that is the androecium, and female reproductive part, or gynoecium, known as bisexual flower. So flowers that have both male reproductive part, that means androecium, and female reproductive part, that means gynoecium, are called bisexual flowers. That means the flowers, bisexual flowers are the flowers, they have both androecium and gynoecium. They have both two parts. Androecium is the male reproductive part and gynoecium is the female reproductive part. So the flowers that have both these androecium or male reproductive part and gynoecium or the female reproductive part are known as bisexual flowers. Flowers that have both androecium male reproductive part and gynoecium female reproductive part are called androecium. The flowers in which both these two parts are found are known as bisexual flowers. Some examples of bisexual flowers are mustard, pea, hibiscus and sunflower. These are some examples. There are also other flowers, but these are some examples. I think all of you have understand bisexual flowers. Next, it is monosexual flowers. Some flowers have either, now come to monosexual flowers. Some flowers have either male reproductive part or female reproductive part, but not both. They are monosexual flowers, also called incomplete. I have forgot to tell one line, that bisexual flowers, they are also known as complete flower because they have both these two parts. We have both the androecium and gynoecium part. So the bisexual flowers are also known as complete flowers. But in monosexual flowers, they have either the androecium or the male reproductive part, or either the female gynoecium or the female reproductive part. They have not both these two parts. If they have androecium, the male reproductive part, they do not have the gynoecium female reproductive part. And if they have the gynoecium female reproductive part, they do not have the androecium or the male reproductive part. They have only one part. Each either can be androecium or gynoecium, but they do not have both these two parts. And these flowers are known as monosexual flowers. And monosexual flowers, they are also known as incomplete flowers. They are known as incomplete flowers because they are not a complete flower, because they have only one part. They do not have both these two parts. They have either the androecium or gynoecium. So they are not complete. They are incomplete. So they are known as incomplete flowers. Also, they are also known as monosexual flowers and incomplete flowers. And some examples are watermelon, papaya, cucumber and pumpkin. So today I will not go further. Today I will not go further. In my next class I will start from politician. In my next class I will able to, I think in my next class I will able to finish the explanation of this chapter. Because only politician and the types of politician, process of politician I have been left. I will explain. I think I can explain this. I will finish explanation of this chapter in my next class. Today I will not go further. Today what I have explained today, you will read up to this. What I have explained in my 2 classes, including this class, you will read the book thoroughly. You will go through the book thoroughly. You will find everything. You will also read the book lines carefully. So all the names of these things will get fitted in your mind. So today up to this, in my next class I will start from politician or page 30, politician page 36. So bye bye students. Bye bye students. Stay safe and healthy, and stay at your home and follow all the government rules.